Welcome to Divine Love and Healing with spiritual psychotherapist John Pye at www.counseling.guru. Human beings can endure almost any circumstance when they discover a reason to endure it. Pain, loss, uncertainty, and disappointment are woven into the fabric of life. Yet suffering is not merely the presence of pain. Suffering deepens when we lose sight of meaning, purpose, and the deeper significance of our existence. The great spiritual traditions of the world teach that freedom from suffering is not found by controlling every external event, but by transforming our relationship to those events. We cannot always choose what happens to us, but we can choose how we respond. In that sacred space between circumstance and response lies our freedom. Meaning is not something we invent through wishful thinking, it is something we discover. It reveals itself through love, service, courage, creativity, and the willingness to grow through adversity. Every challenge contains within it a hidden invitation to become wiser, more compassionate, more patient, more awake. When we live only for pleasure, suffering becomes unbearable. When we live for meaning, suffering becomes a teacher. The wound becomes a doorway, the trial becomes an initiation, the darkness becomes the backdrop against which the light of the soul is revealed. The mystics have long taught that beneath the changing conditions of life there exists an unchanging center, a deeper self, spirit, Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, Atman, or divine presence. When we identify only with the temporary personality, we are tossed about by every gain and loss. When we rest in the deeper ground of being, we discover a peace that circumstances cannot take away. Freedom from suffering does not mean the absence of tears. It means the presence of wisdom. It does not mean we never experience grief. It means we are no longer enslaved by it. We learn to hold joy and sorrow in the same open hand, trusting that both are part of our journey toward wholeness. Every day presents a sacred question. What meaning is life asking of me right now? Not what I expect from life, but what life expects from me. The answer may be found in a kind word, a difficult act of forgiveness, a moment of prayer, or a step toward healing, a commitment to truth, or simply the courage to continue when continuing is difficult. The path to freedom begins when we stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and begin asking, "How can I respond in a way that expresses my highest values?" In that moment, suffering begins to lose its power. And in that moment, meaning begins to shine. When the soul discovers its purpose, pain is transformed into sacrifice. Sacrifice into love and love into freedom. May you find meaning in every season and wisdom in every challenge. May you find the quiet freedom that comes from living in harmony with your deepest truth. Thank you for joining me.